Hello, I want to take you through the grammar practice subjects in unusual positions and verbs. Let's look at the next 14 sentences in the next couple of minutes. Yesterday, I went to the park several blocks from my house. Find the two prepositional phrases. The first prepositional phrase, to the park, and the second one, from my house. Look for the verb next. The action verb is went. Now, who is doing the going? It's the I. Number two, a little more challenging because the subject is in an unusual position. Remember, when you start a sentence with there cannot be the subject. So what is the sentence about? It's about the trails. And the trails, you're tempted to say that are is the linking verb, but look at this. If you put the linking verb there, you've got trails linking it to there, which is not accurate. So the are becomes an action verb. The to climb may look like a prep phrase, but it's actually an infinitive. When you have a verb and you begin it with to, that is an infinitive, not a prep phrase. Number three, we find two prep phrases of the paths, and in particular. Remember, we cannot have a subject and a verb in a prep phrase. So we look at what's left and we say, what is challenging? Well, the one is challenging. In this case, is a linking verb, linking one to the word challenging. Number four is a little bit different because it's a question. So we take questions and we make them into statements. And the statement becomes, you do have a park. So when you look at this, you see very quickly that you is the subject and then do have is our verb pair. Near your house becomes the prep phrase. Number five, we have the prep phrase up the difficult path, and we have the infinitive to go. Remember again, infinitives are verbs that start with to. Then we look at our subject and verb pair, and we can quickly see that it's I like being an action verb. Number six, take a peek before I do it with you, but we have two subjects here. The warm sun is one subject, brisk air is another, and then were is a linking verb, linking these two subjects, sun and air, with lovely. Number seven is tricky because we actually don't have an immediately apparent subject. You might think it's park, but it's actually not. When we read the sentence, find a great park to visit next weekend, we know that it is the implied you, which is our subject, and find is our action verb. To visit is an infinitive. Number eight, we look for the prep phrases and find them on the path. And then we look further and see that the visitors were walking, helping verb, action verb pair. We look at nine and don't see any prep phrases, but we can see something else. We've got two sentences joined by this conjunction. So if you've got two sentences, you're going to have two subject verb pairs. So the day equals beautiful, subject linking verb, and people were enjoying, that's a verb pair with were enjoying. Number 10 has a prep phrase of the dog walkers, and now this makes it easier because we can see that one is our subject and owned is our action verb. Number 11, remember the question, we've got to make it into a statement. You have seen one before. You is our subject, have seen is helping verb, action verb pair. 12, we find our prep phrase. There's several of them. Whoops, sorry about that, ladies. Let me go ahead and erase that. In 12, we've got a prep phrase, all of the people, and a second phrase, on the path. And then for this impressive dog, we have all as our subject, and we have made is our action verb. Number 13, we have no prep phrases, but we have several subject-verb pairs, so that one's challenging. Look closely. We is our first subject, asked is an action verb, and then she is our second subject with said, and then within this quotation, he is our third subject and linking verb because we're linking he and 2 years old. And finally, with the last one here, we have I wish. I is a subject, and wish is our action verb, and then we have I, and owned is our second action verb. Thank you, ladies, for listening this long.